Yo guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the NBA Finals Game 6 on Thursday. I got 4 free plays for you guys in this video that we're going to get into in 1 second. First, looking back at the last 2 NBA Finals videos we had on this channel, we almost went back-to-back with the 2-mans. Hopefully today we could cash the 4-man. Before we get into that, make sure to drop a like on this video, guys. It's obviously free, takes 1 second. It just helps me out a ton. I'd really appreciate that. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I post these free pick videos for you every single day. I'm also going to start posting some fantasy football content on this channel as well. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Before we get into the plays today, like I always tell you guys, I'm going to continue to let you know because it's the best advice I could possibly give you. If you look at these 2 maps right here, if you live in any one of these colored states on this map, or any of the white states here on this map, that means you could download either the Sleeper, Chalkboard, or Parlay Play app. You could download all 3 if you want. You could get as many of these apps as you want, but these 3 apps here, specifically these 3 apps right here, when you use code GHOST when signing up, they will all give you a $100 deposit match each. So obviously, if you get all 3, it's going to take you maybe 5 minutes to set up, and you could get up to $300 for completely free. It's literally free money that they're throwing at you. When I first started sports betting, I got on pretty much every app that I possibly could. I got up to, a couple $1,000 just with deposit matches alone. I got every one of my family members, friends, everybody I knew, I got them on with deposit matches because, again, it's literally just free money. You're watching this video, you're sports betting because you want to make some extra money on the side. This is literally basically as close as you can get to guaranteed as humanly possible. So I'd highly recommend it. The links for all these apps are down below in the description of this video. Just make sure when you get on these apps, you have to type in where it says promo code. Click on that and make sure you type in code GHOST before you deposit. It has to be before you deposit because you can't go back and change it afterwards. And then if you don't have that code in correctly, you won't get the free money. But again, super easy, super simple. As long as you actually type in code GHOST before you deposit on these apps, you will get a $100 deposit match for each app. And again, they also have a ton of promos, ton of free plays, boosts, stuff like that on their apps. Also, the deposits, withdrawals for all those apps, totally great. I've used all of them for about a year now. Trust all of those apps. So those 3 apps specifically, I really do like. I'd highly recommend you guys have them. And again, $100 for free on every single one of those 3 apps you get. Links roll down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST before you hop on those apps to actually make sure you get your free money. With that being said, let's hop into the plays today. So like I said, I got 4 plays. The last 4 picks in the NBA Finals, we hit 3 of them, almost hit all 4. So going into the first play today, we're going to go straight to SGA. And we're going to be taking him on something that I'm actually shocked they still even have a line for, and that's going to be his 3-point attempts at, I believe, 4.5. We're taking the under here at 4.5. You could see what he's done in the finals so far. He's gone under this 4 out of these first 5 games. I really don't know why this is still a line for him. Not only in this series, but really throughout the playoffs, he hasn't been taking that many threes. Now, talking about the game situation specifically here for this game 6, obviously it's Thunder on the road at Pacers. Thunder up 3-2 in the series. By the way, Halliburton might not play in this game. He's a game time decision. I'm sure he's going to end up playing, but he's not going to be 100% healthy. So I do think Thunder have a very good chance of ending the series here and just winning this game outright to kill it and win the finals. And I do think SGA won't have to do too much in that situation if Halliburton is out, or even if he plays at like 60-70%, which I think if he plays, that's around where he's going to be. I don't think SGA is going to have to do anything crazy. I don't think he's going to have to take 30 field goal attempts, and I don't think he will anyway. With what he's been doing in the finals so far, going under this line again, 4 of these 5 games he's gone under. If you look at him throughout the playoffs, pretty much every close game or any team where he played and it was a good defense, he's gone under this line pretty much every game. The first series against Memphis, it was an absolute joke. So he was just throwing up threes. It didn't really matter to him. Other than that, he's gone under this line a ton of games in the playoffs. So while this line's still at 4.5, I'm going to continue to take the under. Also, just to quickly mention, I do like him under his normal field goal attempts, which I believe is at like 24 right here. So it's actually 24.5 earlier. They just bumped it down like pretty much right now. But under 24 field goal attempts in general, I like that too. I think that line's too high for him. He had that first game where he was ball hogging and had 30, but other than that, he's kind of calmed down. Takes around 21 shots every game. So the line at 24 just seems too high as well. But I think I like either one of those plays. It doesn't really matter too much. But personally, I'm going to be taking the under at 4.5 3-point attempts. So that's going to be that first play. The second play I have is going to be Benedict Mathurin. So as we're talking about Halliburton might not being able to play or not being 100% healthy, A lot of people think TJ McConnell is going to be the guy to step up in this game, which I don't doubt. I would expect him to step up in this situation, but I think someone that, not a lot of people or not enough people are talking about in this game is Benedict Mathurin. I think he's going to step up in a big way for the Pacers if Halliburton is not healthy enough, and I do think he should have a very, very good game. We saw that one game where he dropped, like 30 points or something like that. He went off that game. I think he might not have a game like that again. He probably won't, but I do think he's going to have a good game regardless. And we're going to be taking him over 4.5 2-pointers attempted. So unfortunately, clearly this just got bumped to 5. I got it in at 4.5. Now 5 2-point attempts, not that big of a deal. Obviously, I took the over at 4.5, so I think worst case scenario, he should tie with 5. Other than that, he should go over. You can see 4 of these 5 games, he's either tied or gone over. This one game where he had 0, he didn't play as many minutes as he normally would. He also just ended up getting fouled a ton in that game. They were calling it a foul pretty much every time he took a shot. So if they weren't doing that, he would have still got around, 4 shots up. But again, all these other games, he had over 15 minutes when he went over. So in this game, I'm expecting him to have at least 15 minutes. And obviously, just following the pattern, if Benedict Mathurin's getting at least 15 minutes on the court, he's gone over or tied in all 4 of those 4 games where he got at least 15 minutes. I think he's going to do that again here. Again, guys, it's a home game. Halliburton's out. Someone has to step up. I think Mathurin's going to be that guy. So we're going to take him over 5 2-pointers attempted right there. Now, the next 2 plays I have for you guys are kind of what I like to call cherry on top plays on this channel. I saw a ton of people in the comments asking if I can do that again. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be taking 2 goblins, but it's going to bump the payout a pretty good amount. And they are just 2 plays that really should cash and have really good odds of hitting. So it's going to be Siakam over 17.5 points right here as his goblin line. And Siakam, as you guys all know, has been playing pretty good this series. You can see he's gone over this 4 of the 5 games. Again, Halliburton being out or not healthy, Siakam should get a ton of shot attempts again. He should play a ton of minutes. He'll play pretty much the entire game if he has to, and he should easily be able to go over 17.5 points. So not too much to explain right there. So we're taking him over 17.5. And then the next play, we have a lot of Pacers players today just because I think the lines are a little bit off with the whole Halliburton situation. So the next one is going to be TJ McConnell over 5.5 points. Like I just said, a lot of people think he's going to be the guy to step up. I don't doubt that. I do think he's going to have a good game. Also, he's gone over this 5 of 5 games in this series, and he's gone over, a pretty good amount every one of those games. So this is probably my favorite play on the board. If you have to throw in a goblin or you just feel like throwing in a goblin, I think TJ McConnell over 5.5 points is pretty much as close as you can get to a lock as humanly possible. So I like TJ McConnell over 5.5 a lot in this game. He should play 15 plus minutes. Who knows? He might even play up to 20 minutes in this game. And if he does, he should just kill that line again. So that's going to be the 4 plays I have for you guys for this game 6 on Thursday. Again, make sure to drop a like. I really, really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. Before we get out of here, I'm going to remind you guys one more time. Links are all down below for you. So you click those. The links basically do everything for you. So it's way easier if you use the link. So just do that. It's in the description. But when you get on these apps, just make sure to actually type in code GHOST before you deposit so you get your $100 deposit match for free on all 3 of these apps. And again, I don't have screenshots up, but they all do have their own free squares, payout boosts, discounted lines, stuff like that. So I would highly recommend to get on as many of these apps as you possibly can, but just make sure to use code GHOST before you deposit so you actually get all those promos. Other than that, these are the 4 plays I have for you guys for this game 6. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you next video.